that whole nothing is going to change motto. I want to go on record and make it clear that I said this. Nothing is going to change. You're not going to see any differences because once again, your government has been swallowed up by corporate interest and foreign interests. We are so entrenched in corruption. We have foreign boots on the ground in the United States. China has bases, little police stations, and they're set up outside of nuclear bases in the United States. This is a fact. They have their own police stations here inside of the United States, like all over the place. Citizens United allowed them to act like citizens. They send people over here, they buy land. Listen, man, nothing is going to change. This weird, like, everything is going to be fixed in the time span of 4 years. This 50 years of corruption. It's not going to happen. And anytime you've had opportunities, you let people kind of do what you want. You let people do what they want with this last election. They put forth a candidate that you didn't even select. Like, what the fuck? No one did anything. They're just doing things and you're just eating it and accepting it. Nothing is going to change. Nothing is changing. Nothing. Trump, Harris, nothing is changing. That deep state shit is real. I hate to be the bearer of bad fucking news. Nothing's changing and we are headed for a serious decline. This BRICS thing, you're overlooking something insanely important. That is the only reason we've not been bombed into oblivion, because we control the money, which we're not going to anymore. And I couldn't see a more fitting end for a bunch of people who are just going around trying to one-up each other in the same country. You're under the same set of rules. The Constitution applies to everyone. But you are so quick, and I don't care what race it is. I've seen it happen when they label people white supremacists. I see it when they're like, Black Lives Matter, even though it's like mainly white people that are in those crowds or officers. Both crowds, by the way, both crowds, has been proven that the protests, riots, whatever you want to call them, both had agents in them that were inciting riots, and you don't care about that. They're doing all these things so that they can rip away your rights. And just because someone doesn't look like you or belong to some group, you're not looking at the hey, we're all Americans under the Constitution. You're looking at ways to one up each other. They played you against each other for very long, and it's not gonna matter. They have no sovereign allegiance to anyone. They're gonna fucking hop back over. Some of them are in Israel, right? They're going to hop back over to whatever little island they're from. They're going to hop back over and they're going to keep doing the same shit. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters to them is that fucking treasury. They have something that's not even controlled by the United States that controls our finances. But also the fact that this fiat currency that we created with the deviation from the gold standard isn't going to serve us because we're not attached to tangible metals. We're fucked. Nothing's changing. I want you guys to know that.